So here we go, boys. Yes, I normally don't show ships in here, but it is special enough that I need to show to you guys. So we have two new ships that are very interesting. They are Cold War ships that are missile boats. Something that gets me excited, I gotta be honest, right? The first one is the GRISHA, guys, the Albatross class for the Soviet Union, which is using the early models out of it. It's nothing too fancy, too new or anything like that, but it is still a pretty cool vehicle. So of course it does have the normal automatic guns that the Soviet Union used back in the day, you know. They still use it, of course, the Russians, and everybody uses automatic cannons nowadays, but you get the point, right? So one of the AK cannons, right? And then of course this is a sub chaser, so in real life, of course, it would have, you know, torpedoes, maybe even homing torpedoes. As you see, you can see the torpedoes there. You have smoke, everything. You know, you have the, I forgot the name of it, but the anti-submarine kind of depth charger rockets that I don't think they are working right now, but they will probably be working. So as you can see right there, they're right there, right? There was ways to calculate where the, you know, the submarine would be, and they would use that, of course. And yeah, it's a sub-hunter, of course, from the Cold War. But the main thing is that obviously it has the OZA system. You can see it right there, the missiles, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, of course, it's an AA system. So let's just, I mean, these AAs, they're not really meant to be used on targets that are this close. So it's probably gonna be a little bit hard to actually utilize this thing. But let's try. They have like 10 kilometers of range. I have to actually get the radar to work. In the dev server, I don't have some of the buttons. Let's see if we can... Yeah, now it's gonna work. There you go. So, yeah, you have the OZA system. And look at that reload animation, man, on front of the ship there. Just goes under and it disappears. And then it appears again with 2 extra missiles. I mean, missiles are not there. I would assume they will appear soon. Yeah, they just appeared. So, work in progress, of course. We have the radar up there. And then the control things for the actual OZA. So, it is pretty cool. You know, it's, like I said, I mean, depth charger's back there as well. So, let's see if this thing can actually do any damage. I don't think it does on a ship. It's really hard to actually see the missile as well. But I don't think... yeah, it did a little bit of damage, but it's nothing too crazy. I'm pretty sure the gun is just better to do it. This is not a missile that it's meant to be doing this, of course. Yeah, you can see that you can do some damage. But at the end of the day, of course... let me change it up. Yeah. The automatic gun will be the best thing to actually destroy stuff, right? So... I don't know, guys. I mean, the GRISHA is a very interesting ship, in my opinion. I mean, it's a sub-chaser, of course, so it misses out its main target, which is submarines, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's still very, very cool. As you see, it has the OZA M. Here we have the OZA missile system. You have the, you know, the, like, rocket-assisted depth charges there. You have the actual depth charges. Uses the AK-725 here automatic gun. It has the control units for the defense systems, the torpedoes. So it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Of course, here, obviously, we do not have it in the game because it's not used. But as you can see, you have the bulge for the actual sonar of the thing. Because remember, like I said, this thing is a sub-chaser. So obviously, it is meant to be detecting submarines and stuff. So it is very, very cool, in my opinion. Look at the magazines for the missiles. Very cool. This is a very modern ship. Like it's from the 60s or 70s or something. You'd have to check. But still, here the ammunition. HE, but you do have a PCBC as well. And then the missile, 24 Gs, almost 10.3 kilometers. So it is pretty cool, in my opinion. Nothing too crazy. I mean, ships. This video probably won't get too many views. But, I mean, it's a GRISHA. So, come on. It's cool. And here in the Americans, we have another one, which is the USS Charles Adams, which is pretty crazy as well. So we have the normal Mark 44 torpedoes, the turrets with the Mark 18 and 27s as well, as you see. But then we have the RIM 24 missile here, kind of a standardized missile that is also being added here. So very, very cool. This is also kind of an old one, but still Cold War, right? If you take a look, you have the normal guns over here, semi-armor piercing, you have HEVT, which is pretty good. And then we have the RIM 24. And this thing actually has 14 kilometers. So it's a little bit better. It doesn't tell us the turn. But yeah, Mach 2, basically speed. Not the fastest thing ever. Won't be the best thing ever, right? But it is still pretty cool. Let's test it out. And yeah, hopefully Gaijin continues to add these more modern ships. I understand why there's problems with these, but of adding these, but you know, it's still pretty cool. So we have the normal guns over here. A little bit of a, you know, less prominent rate of fire, but of course a larger caliber and just an overall bigger gun, which is pretty cool, right? Oh. Let's see if we can do any damage with this thing. I'm missing. You have the ASRock in the middle there that it's not working right now. It would be very cool to see the ASRock working. Of course, remember, this is the rocket-assisted torpedo, okay? So that would be cool as well. But yeah, let's try it out, the missile. So again, this is the RIM 24. Where are the... I have to have my buttons on, but there you go. Let's see if we can actually... Yeah, there you go. It works like a normal AA, of course. And obviously, we'll do a lot of damage against an aircraft. Let's try to use it. Oh, this is... Oh, no. Okay. Let's see reloading. While I maintain the lock there. Look at this. I think it's so cool to have these animations. Ships are so well made, in my opinion, in War Thunder. But, you know, people don't play with it. I don't play with it, to be honest. But, my God, look at that. It opens up the little things there. The missiles appeared. It's even better than the Oza, right? Look at that. And then it will close the little thing down there. Then the missile will return to its place, probably. Yeah, see? It's opening up its fins. So very, very cool, man. I think this missile is, you know, a little bit heavier on the terms of being able to, you know, do stuff with it. It was still turning, but let's see if we can hit at least one of these missiles. Just see the damage that it does on against the ship. Oh, much, yeah. A little bit more, right? A little bit more. So, very, very cool, guys. I know, guys. It's not the most interesting thing for everybody, but I find it very cool that we have missile ships like this. I mean, ships that have missiles, of course. And, of course, more modern than World War II stuff a little bit. Of course, these have some interesting BRs. I mean, the Grisha is 4.7. And this thing is like what? I mean, 5.3. So, of course, it will see a lot of older ships, which is problematic, I would say. But, yeah, I still find it very cool. In the X-ray over here, you still have the sonar down there. Gaijin, where are my submarines? Please. But, yeah, as you can see, of course, you have the ammunition rack of the missiles. You have plenty of missiles. You have 42 missiles, man. It's a lot of missiles. Way more than the Grisha. And yeah, just a very, very cool ship. So basically, these are it. Okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. And bye, guys. See you.